Morning. Easy seat, Sukhasana. Maybe you've noticed that the rising energy of spring can feel unsettled. A lot of energy rising. So grounding practice is really vital this time of year just to balance that natural rising energy, which is really positive, but we also need groundedness. So let this be a grounded place. Just bring yourself to the earth with hands and the legs. Legs touch the earth. Focus on exhalations. And relax and soften. Just arrive in an easy way. Gently come to your breathing with your awareness. Creating the Ujjayi breath sound, calming the nervous system, breathing through the nose with gentle sound and even waves. We come right onto this moment, onto this mat. Just be present with your body and your breath. And exhale, bring your navel towards your spine. Just create a little toning energy there. And try to keep some of that as you breathe again. The breath is above that toning in the low belly. And the exhales can gently reinforce that grounded into the navel center. And that supports you as you release your hands from your legs and bring your fingertips together. And close your eyes and just feel the eyes of the hands in this position, promoting a harmonious connection between the hemispheres of the brain. You can get the hands where you want. I don't want to. Allowing them to be mutually complementary. Complementary, there it is. And these mudras or hand gestures are yoga for our hands, yoga in our hands. And let your hands rest into each other, completing that seal. Breathe deeply in, humming the exhale or sounding Om with me. Just let your awareness rest at your throat center as you complete that vibration, as it slowly, slowly goes away. And open up your eyes and release your leg that's closest to you using your hands for support. And first let's move the hip joint, just moving our joints a little bit. Hip joint where your leg comes into your pelvis. Just explore. And then catch the back of your thigh below your knee and move your knee a few times. Just slowly open and close. Love and gratitude. And then support your leg and move your ankle and foot. Let your toes participate in releasing all those little joints in the ankle and feet. And then release your hands and lean back into a one-leg boat pose. So we're trying to ignite the fire in the belly. If you need the support of your hands, keep them there. Activate through your leg and foot. Breathe one more time. And then sit upright and fold your leg back in. Other side, hip cradle. Sitting tall, you have your arms to support. Tall spine, so breath and energy can flow. Move hip joint. And just gently check in. Loving awareness. Move to knee joint, support your leg and bend and straighten a few times. Go slowly. I love how our knees look like elephant heads. And then the ankles and feet, one side. Not twisting the ankle with a lot of force. Go both ways. Gently let your foot move and participate. And then one leg bow, lean back. Activate your leg muscles. Lift your heart. Just 3 breaths more. One more time. And fold back in. Tall spine, belly towards the spine, bow twist. Reach your arms, squeeze your fists, and look back. Let yourself feel empowered by poses like this, where you're taking a look at what's behind you and you're in a position of strength. Breathe out once more and relax, release back to center. The other side, stretch, activate, look back. A little imagination about what pulling a bow might feel like helps. Anchored into the belly center, so our power center is accessed by the practice. One more breath. And exhale. Back to center, relax, release. Hands back for heart lifting pose. Fingers forward and just lean back, keeping the heart lifted. Coming into boat pose and lowering. So you might need to bend your knees. And if you would like your hands for support, take them. So work wherever you feel good. 5 breaths. Activate the legs. Keep the belly strong. And stay lifted out of your shoulders if you have the heart lift hands. One more breath. And then bring your feet closed, knees wide, reach through Malasana. Feel that calming quality immediately, balancing the energizing quality of the pose before. If you'd like, press your hands together, press your shins into your upper arm bones and press back with your arm bones. Everything connected. 3 more breaths. With steady, determined breathing through the nose. Exhale. And release, coming to bridge pose early in practice. For a supported option, feel free to come down in your own way or take your low boat to the earth. Then draw your feet in. Find yourself centered on the back of your spine and head. Arms ground, just touch the earth. Where do you touch? Observe all the places that touch with your awareness. We're going to take away the support of our sacrum as we lift up the hips. So the feet have a little determination. Slowly grow into bridge. Lift up slowly. Make refinements as far as your head goes to make room for your spine to come up and gently lift. Not a great big squeeze, but just pressing in the feet. And have a sense of lightly growing as we hold for 5 breaths, just making sure that you grow to that very point that you can go today without forcing. Just a little sense of growth, taking one more breath, slowly explore that lift. And then controlling, coming down so we go slowly down. It challenges us to go slowly as we come down. Feel your spine return to the earth, and then the sacrum lands, that big solid bone. Exhale. Come to Ananda Balasana, blissful baby, taking your hands to the roots of your big toes. Find that with a few fingers, and then draw your knees down along the sides of your torso. So by holding the root of our big toes, we're connecting with where earth energy comes into our bodies. So it's a grounding energy hold. As you release your hips, if you want to add some rocking side to side, that can be a nice addition to this work. And just staying for some time. Plenty of time and space. Just the right amount. Return to center and take a few breaths. So we draw the knees down and then kind of resist a little bit with the feet to activate the legs. One more breath. Release your big toe roots and hug your knees in. Rocking up. Use your hands if you would like, or just use your legs to rock up and transfer yourself to your hands and knees. Add your knee cushioning if you would like. And taking your right leg straight back, spreading your hands, we're stretching through the heel. And warming up our chest and shoulders and back for plank pose. It's a supported plank. Just the right amount of stretching through the back of the leg, just warming up. Check in with your low belly uplift. Exhale. Tuck under your toes of your other foot and lift up into three-leg dog just for a breath. Up and out. And then come back down to take the other side, reaching the left leg back through the heel. Be sure to refine and reset hands as needed. We want energy to be able to flow through them. If they ever feel stuck, pick up and reset. 3, about 5 breaths in lots of the poses. A bit of counting helps you steady your brain. Exhale. And I'm just going to bring that foot in a little closer so I feel powerful to lift up the other leg. There it is, up and back, maybe shake it out a little bit. And then come to downward facing dog with your feet about as wide as your mat. Let your head hang down. Shift side to side and find center. Do you need to reset anything? Your hands? The straightness of your legs? Up to you. Let your chin tuck towards your chest. One more deep breath. And return to your knees. Rise up, letting your hands and wrists do some figure eights. Grounding the tops of your feet. Hands together, reach up, gaze up, stretch. And exhale down the heart center. And then returning to your hands and knees into tabletop pose. Let's start with cat spine for 5 breaths. So tuck under your tail, tuck your head, round your spine and breathe. Optional lifting up to the fingertips. So feel the breath moving into those spaces we feel tension. And then exhale, relax your spine, come down to your forearms with your belly strong. Taking cow spines, you don't need to change much. We're pretty much naturally in the position, but just let your face reach up about at your hand level. Your heart comes gently forward. Observe how the pose really comes from the belly center. Breathing deeply one more time. And then taking your legs back, staying on your forearms. If your knees come down, that's fine. And see if you can lower your hips to be flat. Work with yourself. That's already 2 breaths worth of talking. 3, 4, determination and strength. One more breath. And then release your pelvis down. untuck your toes and come to your belly with your hands by your chest. Relax your legs. Rock your pelvis side to side. Coming to center. Inhale, first cobra of the practice. Just like cow spine, just a little bit of heart forward, face forward. Be a really gentle beginning place where it's very little effort for you, very light in your hands. One more breath. And relax your spine down. Take your hands in front of your forehead and rest your forehead down on your hands with your shoulders drawing down your back. So we can make that action on our back, shoulders down without having to touch there. Just ask your body. Have quietness and stillness connecting with breath. Exhale one more time. And then coming to your hands and knees, press your hands, pull back quarter dog pose, tuck under your toes, sink your hips back, take your head down, Katar Svanasana. Hands are very light. Not hurting your toes, be kind. Make sure that compassionate attitude is in place for your practice. Inhale, one breath to cow spine, a little mini up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Have a moment to get there and refine. And then let your head hang down. Press the heels of your hands, lengthen your hips up towards the sky. And then exhale, try to ground through your heels, even if your knees are bent. So the length of the spine is the more important action. One more breath. Exhale, ground into the belly center. And then let's come to our feet, stepping forward, taking a moment to arrive in your mountain pose. Gather your arms in by your sides. Just let your head adjust to the elevation change. Ground, soles of the feet. Arms into the body, also grounding. We have the ability to naturally calm ourselves in multiple ways. Exhale. Saluting the sun. Inhale, hands meet at heart center, reach up, stretch to a nice degree for yourself. Release your hands and just let them open and come to the shins, feet, or floor, wherever you reach. The legs bend as needed, fold in. Inhale, half lifting. Belly towards the spine. Exhale, right leg back, and then the left. Take your right knee down and place your other foot behind it, coming up to side plank pose. Nice and light, just the right amount of effort to hold the shape. Notice your grounding points. Stretch the breath one more time. Exhale, return to center. Set up the other side, so that knee down, other foot behind. So we have both legs, one arm, and the strength of our belly to reach up. Just the right effort. Lengthen your neck, reaching straight up towards the sky. Eyes, wherever they are supported, they can be downward for help with steadiness, or up towards your hand. One more breath. Exhale, release. Back to center. Bend your elbows and straighten a few times, hugging them in towards each other. Just dipping forward and down. 3, 4, and 5. Bring your forearms down and stretch your legs back to come safely to your belly again. Rock your pelvis side to side. And relax. Reach your right arm and your left leg. Rest your head down. Promoting cooperation of the hemispheres, opposite body sides. One more breath. And relax your head down. Take the opposite limbs, other side. Once more. And relax. Rock your hips side to side again. It's really grounding into the front body. And exhale, be still. Upward facing dog. A strong, determined pressing the arms straight. Bring your belly forward, lift your rib cage, and gaze down towards your nose. A little tail tucking energy to protect the low back. Also core strength, navel to the spine. One more breath. And then flip over your feet. Downward dog. Or quarter dog. Belly press your hands. Exhale, long spine. Step your right foot forward and then your left. Coming to the top of your mat and fold forward. Exhale. Inhale up to standing. Process, grow, reach. And exhale, arms gather back into your sides. Slowly breathe out. Take a free breath. Receive the energy of that sequence. And then turn your palms out to the sides. So we have our maximum shoulder movement as we reach up and come together overhead, breathing in. Again, arms wide, coming down, forward fold like a swan dive. Wrap your legs at the back and fold in. Gently draw yourself down and forward. Hands come around to the fronts of the legs for the half lift. Nice uplift in your belly. Spread your hands and take your left leg back first this time, then your right. And rounding up your spine like cat spine. Up on the balls of the feet, round, flex spine plank. Awakening the belly center, one more breath. And then flatten out your feet. Take downward dog for a breath. Another breath. One more. Coming to your forearms and to your belly. So you can really do this in your own way of coming down. Use your knees down as needed. Come down with a long body back to the belly. Lowering the hands by the chest and then bring them down about an inch lower. Bring your legs together and gently reach through your feet and legs. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, releasing down. Bring your hands lower another inch towards your waist. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. Rock side to side. And find center. One more time, bring the hands lower on the body. So we are going to find a place that may be a little challenging, where we press the hands a little more strongly. It's a place that might feel a little weaker or more difficult, and just breathe a few extra times. Once more, you're coming down to relax, hands under the forehead, rock side to side. Good. These are designed to help balance our energy with earth energy. Exhale one more time. And coming back to downward facing dog for a breath. Stepping forward, breathing in, half lifting. Breathing out, repeating this forward fold a number of times. Long spine, relax. Inhale to stand, wide arms, catch the sun. And exhale, draw down into your heart center. Creating a meditative quality as we move through the practice. Let's open out to the side and flow from side to side in the side lunge. So we turn the toes and knees about 45 degrees out. And then one knee at a time, going down, press off. Going down, exhale, inhale, press off. So there are lots of ways that you can work here. You can come to one knee at a time with your hands. If you want to add a little bit, reach out and down to the floor on the opposite side. Where is it going to serve you best today? Flow from one to the next. Inhale, energy rise. Exhale, energy down. And return to the side that you started on for a hold. Holding your waist, hands on the thigh, or hands to the earth. Yogi's choice. Awakening the inseam of the straight leg. Breathe out. Other side, coming up. A mindful bend of the knee towards the toes. Working with your arms wherever they best serve today. Reawakening our positive patterns. One more breath out. Walk the hands to center and swing out your heels so you come to Prasarita, wide spreading forward fold with your hands walking back between your feet. So the heels of hands and feet might be in line with each other. Uplift in the low belly. Steady breathing. Exhale last time. Inhale energy, upward rise. Straight up, not into a back bend. And relax. Right leg turning out, triangle pose, right side. From the belly center, over and down. Reach up and down. And let your eyes find that side gaze towards the sky. Try to release gripping in your feet. Breathe out one more time. Breathe in, come up, and change to the other side, over and down. Tita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. One of the foundational poses. Just let it awaken your body, your belly center. One more breath. And come up, return to center, breathing in. And over to the right again, adding knee bend, warrior B. Turn your head to look off your front arm. And let your brain witness your back leg and your back arm. Just trying to even the arm with the front one. Breathe out. Inhale to the other side. Warrior A, knee bend. Turn your head, gently look back. One more breath in this form. Exhale to extended side angle so you can come to your knee or the floor and reach your arm overhead. Gather your fingers gently in and then turn your rib cage towards the sky. Exhale, finishing. Inhale up, turn your feet, bend your knee, lean and reach as you're ready. Shoulder off the ear, rib cage rotating upward. Feel the whole body connected. Breathing out one more time. Inhale up and return to the top third of your mat. Close your eyes as you breathe out, just feeling strong in your center and grounded there. For revolving triangle, to add a twist to standing poses, straight leg step back, hips towards the front. Nice to keep the left hand on the left hip to help guide the pelvis forward. Reach up your right arm with a little bit of vigor. So we want lots of length as we breathe in. Forward fold, exhale, tip your pelvis. Sweep your arm to your shin or the floor or your foot. Release your other hand up towards the sky or out in here or anywhere. Where does it want to stay? You create the right amount of twisting in your spine. Try to release any gripping around your neck, long neck. One more breath. Use exhale to release the twist. Inhale, coming up, roll your shoulders back and down and change sides. Step forward, step back. Having that first moment to refine your balance. Catch your right hip with your hand. Reach your left arm, breathe in. Forward fold, breathing out, sweeping across. Opening out when you're ready. Just keep breathing. Once you establish the pose, release gripping in the feet. Trust the feet being open. Be patient with both sides of your body. And just try to work right where you are on each side. One more breath. Perhaps there's a little room for growth as you breathe in. Breathe out, release the twist. And inhale, come up, step out. Vriksasana, tree pose. Adding support or just having something close if you need it so that you can fully enjoy the practice. So we'll bring weight into the right leg to begin. So we come off center. This is an asymmetrical position. We try to find center in it. So toes on the ground, around your knee, or help your foot up into that notch at the top of your thigh. And then gently guide your knee out to the side. All of those are good positions, whatever is serving you best today. And let's, on that bendy side, touch your thumb to your your pinky and ring finger, your lower two fingers for the pran mudra, the life gesture. The other arm is your support or it's branching. Have a moment to concentrate and be patient with your micro adjustments. Steady eyes and breath. And then we can imagine a tree or imagine ourselves as a tree. And taking a little bit of opposite of our impulse, we usually think of inhale as an upward rising breath. Think of inhale into the roots. So breathe in, downward energy. Breathe downward, inhale. Exhale up to the sky. Continue. We have a meditation upon energy movement growing root and crowns equally. Roots and crown. Inhale roots. Exhale sky. Twice more. Last time. Feel the breath release. And then carefully release these actions on the body. Have a moment to stand and observe. Receive. Vriksasana, second side. VRK. Choose your branch on the side. Help your foot up into that notch at the top if you're taking that shape. Find your balance first. And then Prana Mudra, like Prana, life Mudra. Bottom two fingers and thumb. Other arm a branch or supported. Inhale roots, exhale sky. With the idea of growing our roots so our crowns can be full. Connecting deeply with the energy of the earth. One more time. Slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out, releasing these actions, standing in stillness and mountain for a moment. Standing with peacefulness, gently aligned and relaxed. Swallow to release your throat, and then step back to the top third of your mat, ready to transition down to the earth again. Weave your fingers, inhale, press to the sky. Exhale, release your arms down and across, hugging your body. This is a special energy yoga practice for the transitions in the year. And just rock side to side, hugging yourself gently. Close your eyes. Feel your own energy. And then exhale to a forward fold, just catching your elbows. Ease in, roll slowly into your forward fold for 5 breaths. Down close to your feet, say hello, gratitude, evenness in the feet. And then notice your whole back body, 2 more breaths. Let it lengthen. Release your hands and trace up the inside of your legs, out at the hips, up to your middle of your torso and under your breast area to center, returning to that hug, and go side to side again. Acknowledging transition from winter to spring. Forward fold again. And this time, take back your legs and bring your knees down. Pull back to child's pose with your knees close. Rest your head down. Breathe into your back rib cage. One more time, breathing out. And one more time out to our bellies. Taking the legs back, belly down. Shalavasana now, locust pose. Let's interlace the hands behind the back, whichever is the most easy and comfortable, natural way. And then we do that work of cobra, lifting the chest, the shoulders, and the head. Lift also your legs and reach your hands back towards your feet. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Just lengthen your front body. You don't have to lift high. Lean towards your chest a little bit to get your legs up higher. Third breath. One more time. Energize, strong, open. And relax, release. Hands under the forehead. Rock side to side. One more breath. Be still and relaxed. You roll over to the right side of your body, finding balance, supporting your head. Anantasana. So first we engage the bandhas, the navel and the pelvic floor to help us be stable here. Feet flexed a little bit. Head relaxes, let your head rest. And then let's try a sideline tree, taking your top knee into a tree branch shape. And then connect your thumb and index finger in a gesture of non-separateness. Be as restful as you can be, just slightly engaged in your core. And breathe out once more. Release your hand to catch your ankle or foot, stacking the knees. Draw your heel towards your hip. Let your front shoulder and your front hip gently open. And then press your foot into your hand to create a little half bow shape to open up that space. Opening that top of your front body, top side that we have in this position. Gently though. One more breath. And release. Come to the other side and find your balance. Just roll over or turn around, whatever works best. Stacking the feet, flexing the feet. Relax your head into your support. Side leg balance, side leg mountain. And then adding that tree pose shape of the leg. Rest your arm out with your thumb and index finger connecting. I'm trying to just relax into the practice. Let yourself feel peaceful. Breathe out once more. And release. Bring the legs back over each other and bend the top knee. Heel towards the hip to start. Just the right amount of opening for your front shoulder and your front thigh. You can gently press your pelvis forward. We're concentrating on balance, breath, and just the right amount of sensation. Breathe out. And then bow pose, half bow, push the foot into the hand to create that space. Pelvis forward, ribcage lifting. And 5. Release your leg and come to the back of your body. And giving yourself some support, if you would like, under your head. For a yin version of the threading needle pose. So just lie on your back for a moment, grounded again and resting. Try to relax your muscles. Pick up your right foot, bend your knee, and then bring your ankle above your other knee. So protect your knee with a little activation as you come in, resting open. arranging and refining first, and then you can relax your leg. If you would like to bring your leg closer to you, if that's good for your body, you can catch your thigh or below your knee on the bottom leg. Or keep your foot on the floor just so you have the right amount of sensation in your hip. And let your arms either hold the legs or rest somewhere and go yin. Go soft and still. Release all effort. Gently stimulating the liver and gallbladder meridians. Maybe I should go talk to them. Sorry about the noise. Children, we're practicing yoga right now. It's quiet time. Okay. Stop. Be quiet. Those people, stop making the noises. Just no. I'm right in the middle of my class.
Working together.
And she just, I cleaned up that whole area. I think he's up for
I apologize for the noise. Our house is open. Part of nature, dogs and children. Hopefully you are able to maintain your own peace. This is a skill that we develop in our practice. Let's move to the other side. So just have a moment to finish here. Release and have a spontaneous release. What would you like to do with your body here to let go of that shape? Anything goes. Movement or stillness, a yoga pose, or just something that feels nice to you. Exhale, still. Taking the other side, a little activation of the leg as you bring the knee into that position, folding, resting open. Consider bringing the legs in on this side if that works for your body. And then let go of your efforts. Just relax your muscles, relax your face, your legs and feet, your bandhas. Coming into the receptive side of our nature.
Same deal. You really gonna argue over anger and meanness? I get it. You both need to separate, but you also both need to be responsible for your messes and recognize if you can't handle each other's company, you take a break. Too bad about your life.
That's not fair. You have to take over from her too then. You have to take away from her.
Breathing, smoothing your face. And saying goodbye to the shape for the moment, letting go of this compression, this form. Coming to free releasing of your body. What feels good right now? What do you want to do? And let's come to an inverted shape. Draw your legs up into the air. Gently draw them towards you. Okay to keep your head support for this variation of inversion. If you'd like to move into plow spine and take your support away, stay right where you are. If you're happy, if you'd like to lift your hips up and bring your legs overhead, just keep your head centered and grounded. And let this pose ground your back into the earth, ground your heart. Connected with the sound of your own breath. Begin a slow releasing. Try to control the movement. And letting your spine come down, bringing in your knees. And preparing for a yin pose and a resting yin pose, or two resting yin poses. The first lying butterfly. So get set for Shavasana as far as having your props available. You can have head support if you enjoy that, or a blanket over top possibly. And taking the butterfly shape as a lying position, an unbound position, resting the arms where they feel supportive and positive. If your low back feels constricted, change by lifting up and drawing the flesh of your seat downward, so you give your back that space it needs. And let your muscles be soft. Rest in your butterfly. Just holding the shape and stillness. As you are inspired on your own, let your legs release. So if you're feeling lovely, take your time, stay longer, but eventually let the legs stretch open and the arms rest open by your sides. Scanning the body for any holding, any gripping. Just take a breath into any place that you feel that. Letting your energy rest into your heart center. Getting any refinements that you need out of the way early on so you can rest and be still. Shavasana, the ultimate yin pose. Release all effort. Rest in your natural bliss. Rest in the spaces between the thoughts where your own true nature is revealed. Rest as a process. Allow your feet to roll out or in as they like. Let your weight settle into the floor. Resting your mind in your heart space. Time to allow your body to rest fully. Igniting the natural rescue remedy throughout your systems. Releasing what no longer serves. And receiving the rejuvenating energy. We began as a mineral. We emerged into plant life and into the animal state, and then into being human. And always have we forgotten our former states, except in early spring, when we slightly recall being green again. And though we seem to be sleeping, there is an inner wakefulness that directs the dream, and that will eventually startle us back into the truth of who we really are. Observe the pulses of the rejuvenating energy. Receiving a natural wakefulness as you move again, breathing more deeply, swallowing, stretching through the limbs. Move and rest in a nice balance, like the bird wings. Not always open or always closed, but able to move both ways. Movement and stillness. And transition to your seat, taking several cycles of breath for that process. And tuck yourself into your favorite seated pose today in this moment. Resting your first two fingers of your dominant hand on your third eye center, calming. Your other hand can support your elbow if you need it. And then taking the simplest form of alternate side breathing. Close the right side gently. Breathe in from the left and out to the right. So we always breathe in on the side we breathe out of. So inhale right side. Exhale left side. Inhale left. Exhale right. Just continue that pattern. In and out on the same side. We're out and in. Just a few more times. Let yourself complete an exhalation. Release your hands down. Taking the Hakani Mudra again, the fingertips gesture. Breathe through both sides of the nose. Exhale, seal the palms. Inhale, sitting tall, breathing up the central channel. Bowing into your own heart, offering gratitude. Thank you very much for joining me for practice. Hope you have a lovely day. Namaste.
Mm.